Greetings, my fellow freedom lovers and sovereign thinkers. This is LL3's latest podcast. My name is Craig, and I'm still presiding within the beautiful swampy mangroves of South Florida. Today is Thursday, March 13th, 2014. Yeah, it's early morning at this time. And so today I want to be, narrating around probably 3-4 articles if possible. See how much crunch time I can put in here within a half hour. If not, I've got a little bit of overdrive, no big deal. And so the first thing I'm going to be reading, which was released yesterday on March 12th, and it's entitled From Fahua to the San Bernardino Valley. Fahua, okay. To the San Fernando Valley, the police use analytics to target high crime areas. Interesting. And so it is written by Darren Bod Graham and Alan Winston from Truth Out. Pretty cool, even though they say they're progressive, but they got some good articles. Always check them out. They're not one of the typical trendy, we're progressive, but these guys are decent. I would say they got some real good information. Check them out. Don't be shy, and throw a little donation if you can to this group, which is truthout.org. All right, so I'm going to begin. In an article in November 2009, issue of Police Chief Magazine, the Los Angeles Police Department Chief of Detectives Charlie Beck asked his fellow law enforcement leaders, "What can we learn from Walmart and Amazon about fighting crime in a recession?" The answer Beck offered was predictive policing, a new high-tech method by which police crunch crime statistics with other data with algorithms to divine when and where future crimes are most likely to occur. Beck wrote that this was an example of police following in the footsteps of tech-savvy corporate America. Special tactics and techniques to execute the predictive policing model can be found in business analytics. Let's try to pronounce that correctly. Sorry about that. E-commerce and marketing have learned to use advanced analytics, in support of business intelligence methods designed to participate, predict, and effectively leverage emerging trends and patterns and consumer behavior. Since then, predictive policing has become a media darling. Hundreds of stories have been written on the use of computer models to predict and prevent crime. Police departments from Seattle to London have been profiled using computer prediction and mapping tools to apprehend suspects and saturated high crime hotspots with officers. However, the media coverage to date has missed the military origins of predictive policing. Far from being a transfer of technology and big data advances spawned by corporate America, the predictive policy software used by many cities actually originates in U.S. military-funded research to track insurgents and predictive civilian casualties in war zones such as Iraq and Afghanistan. Critics say little-known origins of predictive policing reveal the biases of the technology and methods and worry that it represents a further militarization of America's police. UCLA's Military Research Labs, in May of 2006, the year before the Los Angeles Police Department began experimenting with predictive policing technology, UCLA professors Andrea Bertozzi and Jennifer Brantingham obtained a USA Army Research Office grant to apply statistical modeling to various military problems. On Professor Bertozzi's UCLA website, grant is titled Spatio-Temporal Event Pattern Recognition, a somewhat banging sound project. To the U.S. Army, it is titled spatial-temporal nonlinear filtering with applications to information assurance and counterterrorism. Other grants to study counterterrorism and insurgency followed. Over the next several years, UCLA professor Jeffrey Brannington and his graduate students and a postdoc researcher named George Mueller reported back to the Army about how their research findings might be applied to warfare. They modeled patterns of civilian deaths in Iraq and terrorist and insurgent activities, publishing their findings in several academic journals. One of the goals is to develop probabilistic framework for detecting and tracking covert activities of hostile agents. The UCLA researcher wrote about their projects. This framework will include an algorithmic toolkit for detecting and tracking hostile activities, methodology for analyzing properties of those algorithms, and theoretical models that will address the general question of trackability. In the presentation last year to the Air Force Research Laboratory, another military agency funding the UCLA professors, Brannington talked about the hybrid threats of radicalization and adversarial psychology, which leads to adversarial activities patterns and ultimately to hostile events. Slides accompanying Brannington's presentation showed Afghan men and other Arab or Muslim men with their faces wrapped in scarves gathered around a cache of automatic rifles. Brannington's presentation also included images of Latino youth in Los Angeles labeled gang members. In 2009, to the U.S. military, UCLA researchers made direct comparisons between enemy combatants called insurgents or terrorists and populations in the United States defined as gang members. UCLA Brannington and Bertuzzi explained that the algorithms they developed for U.S. military were going to be applied in Los Angeles, California. Working with the LAPD, we are developing novel algorithms for detecting changes in status of high crime neighborhoods using a combination of statistical and spatial models developed in this program. Develop an implementation of quantitative change point detection and particle filtering techniques will provide with the Army with a plethora of new data-intensive predictive algorithms for dealing with insurgents and terrorists abroad. LAPD rolls out predictive policing. In 2010, LAPD received a $3 million grant from the National Institute of Justice to develop intelligence-led policing practices, including crime prediction methods, in conjunction with the LA Police Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit that channels private money to LAPD, 53% which goes to technology purchases. LAPD entered into a research agreement with UCLA Brannington to test their predictive algorithms on property crimes in LAPD's Foothill Division in the San Fernando Valley. By 2012, officers patrolling the 46 square mile Foothill Division were receiving daily printouts of maps with 500 by 500 square foot boxes identified by Brannington's algorithms as the 20 zones where crimes were supposedly most likely to occur. The predictions were based on 6 years worth of geolocated crime reports. LAPD believes their predictive policing program has made a real impact on crime by helping officers do their job and reducing crime rates in areas where the algorithm is used. The program is not the panacea, said Captain Jorge Rodriguez, one of the commanders of the Foothill Division. it's like a big wide net we cast out into the ocean. There's going to be some seepage. However, he said the historical crime data used to generate the predictions provides more than enough justification to allocate officers to sit on that location. A luxury the LAPD can afford by dint of the department's budget and manpower. The one-year predictive policing pilot in Foothill Division ended in January 2013 with an evaluation program's effectiveness. According to Rodriguez, the analyst showed that Foothill Division led the LAPD, other patrol areas, in crime reduction for every week in 2012. Since then, LAPD has restarted the predictive policing initiative in Foothill Division and expanded to two more patrol sectors. Militarized, radicalized police technologies. While LAPD and other police departments have praised the result of their initial experimentation with predictive policing, the method's military origins and undetermined efficacy. Have come under fire from some activists and academics. Many worry that this is simply an extension of existing police practices that unjustly target people of color, albeit this time under the guise of objective technology. Whitney Richard Calathis, a doctoral candidate at the City University of New York who is studying predictive policing, said that predictive policing in Los Angeles has its conceptual origins in the controversial broken windows theory championed by former LAPD Chief William Bratton. Under broken windows policing, officers are encouraged to aggressively police small crimes and even simply examine examples of disorder. Predictive policing works on this notion of broken windows. It is a technology that predicts these minor offenses like burglary or auto theft. Richard Calathis said, "There is no evidence that this is an effective technology for murders, and of course it is not a technology marketed to hit much more serious issues such as white-collar crime." Richard Calathis points out a large part of determining policing strategy is determining the definition of a crime and which crimes deserve attention. The most over-policed crimes are offenses that are believed to be committed by people of color, she said. Richard Calathis also noted that the UCLA Professor Bringington has monetized his research on predictive policing in the form of Predpol Inc., a for-profit company that is marketing proprietary crime prediction computer program to municipal police departments as a solution to reduce staffing during a fiscal constraint. In 2012, Bringington and UCLA postdoc George Muller, who had by then joined the faculty of Santa Clara University in Silicon Valley, and a team of businessmen from Santa Cruz, California, incorporated Predpol. Over the next 2 years, they signed up cities including Seattle, Richmond, California, and Columbia, South Carolina, for their cloud-assessed crime prediction software. The contracts average over $100,000 each. According to Richard Calathis, the testing of experimental technologies on low-income communities of color reflect a deepening of the prison industrial complex. City, state, federal agencies, as well as corporations make money, and the technologies are implemented in immigrant, poor communities of color because these are the places that are seen as low in political clout, and these are places branded as dangerous and criminal labels that make it seem as if residents are deserving of such surveillance, monitoring, and policing. Hamid Khan, an organizer to Stop LAPD Spying Coalition, has closely studied LAPD surveillance and information gathering techniques. He views predictive policing as a feedback loop of injustice that has dubious efficacies. efficiencies, yeah. I gotta pronounce that again, sorry. Efficiencies, yeah. Okay. Since the